check this out. Come here. It's just, when you think about it.
So the entire genesis of that G7 conversation was tied to your predecessor, who is about to launch another campaign. So how do you reassure them, if that is the reason for their questioning, that the former president will not return, or that his political movement, which is still very strong, will not once again take power in the United States?
Well, we just have to demonstrate that he will not take power by, if he does run, making sure he, under legitimate efforts of our Constitution, does not become the next president again.
Be careful what you wish for.
New polling shows some bad news for the Biden campaign. Donald Trump leads the president in several key swing states.
And President Biden's support among younger Black and Hispanic voters, it does seem to be fraying.
They didn't like hearing the current president now say that, if you're not Black if you don't vote Democrat. I thought that was a load of BS. I thought that was an insult.
They're going to put you all back in chains.
The former president leading President Biden in Arizona, Michigan, Georgia, Nevada, and even in the president's home state of Pennsylvania, with the president's biggest loss of support coming from young and non-white voters who are upset with the war in Israel and the state of the economy.
I think the state of the country is really scary.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate President Biden's presidency?
0.
Oh, I would say 1.
Probably a 1.
I would say like a 2.
Are you high?
A poll this week shows Americans trust Mr. Trump over the president on the economy and inflation by double digits, while 2/3 of Americans say they're living paycheck to paycheck.
But the fact is that if you take a look at what the people have, they have the money to spend.
Look, these Sunbelt battleground states, frankly, for the Joe Biden campaign, these numbers are an absolute disaster. The smallest lead is in Arizona for Donald Trump. He's up 6. Look at this, 9 in Georgia, 13 in Nevada. My goodness gracious, my God.
I want Trump to lose. So it's important to me 6 months out with this platform that we have to talk about some very real trends and signs that Donald Trump may be far stronger than we think he is.
So what's happening here is Donald Trump is Donald Trumping us. It's deja vu from 2016. And the coverage, the irony is the people covering that news thinks they're getting one up on Donald Trump while they're handing him a lot of votes because of the coverage. It's ridiculous.
You would think all of these indictments, you'd think that the COVID response, you would think everything that had been January the 6th, I was firmly convinced that it would be done in by January 6th. More people than ever think it's a tourist visit now. So I'm totally flummoxed as to how this thing stays the same. But I do know one thing, it just stays the same. And nothing, the more things happen, the more things stay the same. And what Democrats are doing, the president's doing terrible with voters under 30 and with Black voters, which are pretty key to this whole equation here. So hopefully we can get something going here in the next 4 or 5 months. But right now, it's not looking that promising.